Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of our JustNoMil. In today's episode, I hate my MIL and can't wait to deny her access to our baby. MIL wants our daughter for SIL's wedding. Had 3D ultrasound done. MIL swears my son looks identical to her. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. I hate my MIL and can't wait to deny her access to our baby. TW, pregnancy loss. She definitely views my husband as a pseudo-husband of her own despite her hubby being alive and well. It doesn't help that my husband is basically a look-alike to his father, which undoubtedly fuels her obsession. She and I do not get along for many reasons, and I can't wait to become pregnant, but the silver lining will definitely be not allowing her to use my offspring as do-overs. When we got married, courthouse wedding, just our friend as witness, she kept insisting on a certain venue for a real wedding, even though we had a real wedding. You just weren't there, you cow. This was despite me stating if we wanted a ceremony, we already had a venue in mind. I don't want your slave plantation venue. Then she and her husband kept nagging us, incessantly asking if we were pregnant as if that's why we got married. She asked me, she asked him, she asked us together. Same goes for his dad. We actually found out 2 days post getting married I was pregnant. We went for the first ultrasound on my husband's birthday just to find out it was ectopic, and I was rushed into emergency surgery which cost me my left fallopian tube. When we eventually had to tell them, her only response was, "Oh, I knew that was why. No, sorry for your loss. How upsetting. Nothing. Troglodytes." ETA. I am currently NC with both of his parents, and he is LC of his own accord. I know as soon as they catch whiff of me being pregnant, the makeup directive will begin. I can't wait to watch their stank faces as they realize I'm not playing ball. Should have been nicer to me. You cow, you just made my day. Same. My mom says shit like that. Just be careful that your husband is on the same page as you. Some backtrack when a baby is involved. I urge you to take a good look at your relationship. Is your husband willing to put down firm boundaries? Will he be able to resist her guilt trips? Decide if he has a shiny spine before bringing a child into this. The last thing you want is for him to take the child to see his mom secretly, then she will feel like she has the one-up power over you. MIL wants our daughter for SIL's wedding. SIL is getting married in a few months. We just got the invite. She is my husband's only sibling. I have only met her a handful of times because she lives in another state. Each time she has been super friendly to me. But the weird thing is she didn't reach out to congratulate or even acknowledge us when our only child was born or when we got married. My feelings were hurt, but husband assumed it was because she is low contact with her family and has been for a while. Anyway, she is deciding to get married in her hometown. Apparently my daughter, will be 14.5 MO at the time, is going to be the ring bearer. This is where MIL comes in. Husband and I had no idea until just now. No one formally asked us, it was just causally mentioned the other day. I said, huh? And MIL was like, oh well, obviously her niece is going to have a part in the wedding. Don't worry, I have her dress ready and we'll take care of everything. That wasn't obvious to me. The conversation quickly changed and I was too mad to speak. I want to reach out to SIL and ask her what exactly is going on, but I don't want to come across as rude. I could totally be misinterpreting the situation, but it just pisses me off how yet again my MIL is being sneaky and undermining us as parents. I hate how we are constantly out of the loop. Now I don't even know how to react. I need to clear the air, but I don't want to start drama for SIL. I kind of want to go off on MIL because I should have a say in anything my daughter is involved in. But I know she will have an emotional meltdown, then blame it on me. So is SIL or MIL best to contact in this situation? Let your husband handle them. Contact SIL. She is LC for a reason. For all you know, she isn't even aware of this plan. So much this. If your SIL wants your daughter in her wedding, it has to come from her. I would definitely contact Sil and say you want the details of your daughter being in her wedding. Odds are it's news to her, and some sneaky shit your MIL is pulling. Even if it's not, there is no way my daughter would be attending a wedding at that age without me, especially not without speaking to the bride and groom first. Just tell SIL that the baby will be too little to be in the wedding. I did this to my favorite niece who asked if our son could be in the ceremony. He would have been 22 months, and there was no way he would have been able to do it. She wasn't upset by our turning her down, and our predictions were borne out when he had to be carried away from the ceremony to keep from being disruptive. I would start with SIL. If she's low contact, there's likely a reason. Her mother bulldozing her way into her life, maybe. A simple text like so. MIL mentioned that Elo was going to be the ring bearer for your wedding. I was taken by surprise as this was the first I had heard of it. Can you please clarify the details for me? I'm thinking this will be the first SIL has heard of it also. Gee, I wonder why sister-in-law is low contact with her mom? LOL. Call up sister, congratulate her, and let her know what her mom told you about SIL's wedding. You said she's been nice to you in the past. Don't let MIL triangulate you. Good luck. You and your husband have the only say in anything dealing with your daughter. I'd contact the SIL and just be like, hey, I wanted to talk to you about something MIL mentioned, and I literally don't know what she's talking about. Can you help clarify, please? Had 3D ultrasound done. MIL swears my son looks identical to her. I'm 34 weeks pregnant and I had the 3D ultrasound and 8K image done. I showed my mom and my husband's mom for Mother's Day. I do usually get along with my MIL, and she does a lot for us, but this just burned me up. She immediately got teary and said he looks just like her as a baby. I told her I thought he looked a lot like my husband. Husband doesn't look much like her, but that he for sure had my lips. She said no. The baby definitely has her lips. I was shocked. So you're telling me my baby looks nothing like me after I've grown him for nearly 9 mo's with my DNA? She said this at our Mother's Day dinner too. I'm bad about holding grudges, and this makes me want to not have her around as much. LOL. Like at least acknowledge that he has something of mine. Even broke out my baby pics to show her, and she still didn't see it. So in the meantime, she asked if she could come into the labor and delivery room with me while I have the baby. I had no trouble saying absolutely not. It would just be me and my husband and maybe my own mother if I felt like I needed her. I'm sure she was hurt about that too, but there's no way I want her watching all that, and I will not feel comfortable with her in there. Ran over. All in utero/newborn babies look like Winston Churchill, so I mean if that's the hill she wants to die on. Love this. That's exactly what I was thinking. They all say things like this because they have some weird need to have a connection to the baby beyond family relationship. My MIL said the same thing about my baby, and then the baby looked like DH as a child, and then MIL admitted that baby now a kid looked more like me, so her comments died off. It felt good to be recognized. You're gonna hear this a lot. My mom and sister both gush over how much my son looks like my sister, someone I don't have a great relationship with. It's infuriating for me. 3D ultrasounds usually look like creepy aliens, so must look just like her. Wow, yeah, you do look squishy and weird. Haha this. Yeah, pretty creepy, just like you. So your MIL is a bald alien? I showed my MIL baby pics of me with curly hair, and she said my baby's curls definitely come from her great aunt. LOL, same as her blue eyes. Oh, I can't believe she has blue eyes. She must get that from my granddad's side. I said I have blue eyes, and she simply said no, yours are a darker shade. I took a pic of mine and baby's eyes next to one another and set it as my cover photo saying twins, and she deleted me on Facebook. LOL, mind you, this was months after the comment she made about our eyes. Glad I struck a nerve actually. Girl, I feel you. Elo is 10 months old, and I still regularly get messages from MIL of pictures of her when she was a baby that she came across in the loft, and how Elo looks identical to her. Spoiler alert, LO is a carbon copy of me if I do say so myself. I just stop replying now, lol. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.